Hello and welcome, my dear friends. I am John Rizvi from United College of Engineering and Research from the Department of Applied Sciences and Humanities. So, today in our session we are going to discuss parts of speech, the basics of part of speech, the types and strategies. Now, the introduction. What is the part of speech? Part of speech explains us the word formation and how the word is used within a sentence. For example, as you can see, our first sentence is I never attack animals. Can you tell us that what is the role of attack word here, whether it is a noun or it is a verb? I never attack. So, because this is subject and after the subject, this is although adverb, after the subject here comes a verb. So, attack word here is used as a verb. And then move to the next sentence, the attack was severe. Here the same word we are using, and that is attack, but article the is used before that word. So, whenever article the or any article is used, so we can say that article is used for only a noun. So, this one is noun. Again we have another examples. First one is he has enough responsibilities. Responsibilities is a noun. Why this is so? Because responsibilities can be our position, my responsibilities, your responsibilities. So, whatever is written in the position is noun. So, when it is a noun here, it will be adjective, because only an adjective qualifies a noun. Again, the teacher is busy enough. As you can see, the teacher is a noun, and this noun is qualified by busy. Busy is adjective, and this word is qualifying busy word, and busy is adjective. So, this will be adverb. So, as you can see, the role of enough here in this sentence is adjective, and here in this sentence is adverb. The part of speech tells us the same story. Some people say that there are 9 parts of speech, and some say that there are 8 parts of speech. So, we all know that the first one is noun, second one is pronoun, the third one is verb, fourth adjective. Yes, adjective includes articles. So, that is why we are not saying that there are 9 parts of speech, there are only 8 parts of speech, because this section include articles also. Then adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. We will discuss and explain all these parts of speech. So, first one again is a noun. Noun is a basic word in a naming word, and which is written in a position is called noun. Here sometimes whenever we use these words in a communication, we should always take care of these things, whether we are speaking correct or wrong. Advice, as you know that there is 2 types of spellings of advice. The first one is CE and the second one is SE. What is the difference between these 2 terms, advice CE and advice SE? So, which uses CE is basically a noun, and when we are using SE, this is a verb. Clear? Next, the word we have effect and affect. What is the difference between these 2 terms? A lot of people do commit mistake while using these 2 terms. So, effect is the noun. Whenever you are saying he affected me, so this is a wrong usage. Why this is so? Because this is the subject, we need here is a verb, and what we are using a noun. So, what is the correct usage? He affected, because affect is a verb, effect is a noun. Next, in our daily life we use some wrong words in a spoken English. So first one on the top is foundation. Every person says that there is no foundation, but foundation is no word. No such word is found in the dictionary of English. So this is a wrong use, although you can say bound. Next, changement. Change is the word which can be used as a noun as well as verb. So this term is enough to determine whether it is a noun or verb. There is no need to say changement. In such way, lackness. There is no such word. Lack itself is a noun and a verb. One more word I have in my mind, and that is, people say proudy. There is no such word in English dictionary. You can say pride or proud. What is the difference? Pride and proud. Pride is a noun and proud is adjective. Clear? Next, redundancy in nouns. Sometimes we use some extra words with nouns. This is also called superfluous words. For example, we say he is his cousin, brother or sister. Cousin is the term which does not take any brother or sister. You have to say only cousin, no brother, no sister. Next, basic. People say basic, fundamental. Fundamental itself is very basic. So whether you say basic or you say fundamental, these two words cannot be come together. New, innovation. Innovation itself is new, so we cannot use both the terms here together. Now the next is angry mob. Mob is crowd. Which type of crowd? This is angry crowd. So the word angry is superfluous. Again, next is blunder, mistake. You have committed a blunder, mistake, people used to say, but this is a wrong usage, because blunder is a big mistake and mistake can be of any type. So either you say blunder or mistake, or you can say big mistake. Some words we use, we can interchange these two terms. Some will say that envy, or some will say jealousy hit you. So what is the correct word for jealousy or envy? See, jealousy, in jealousy there is a enrollment of 3 persons. When you think that you possess something and you are afraid of someone, that someone will come and take away your possession, it is called jealousy. But envy is when only two persons or people are enrolled. For example, if you go to party, you look at your friend, he is well dressed, he is looking very handsome. So in your mind and your heart, envy creates, because you don't have such things your friend has. Next, ground and floor. So here we can see a ground or floor. Ground is an open place, open area. It is related to earth, and floor is inside a house or a room. So here is a floor, not a ground. Next, people commit a lot of mistakes using these 3 words: space, place and room. These are basically used for areas, to show area. But what kind of word do you require to use? Space, open area without any limitations. I will not say boundation, limitations. Next, place. Place is occupied area. There is no vacancy. Next, room is also a vacant place, a vacant area, but this is limited. So we have one sentence: there is no space There is no space in my car. There is no space in my car. 99 people will say yes, this is correct, no issue, but space is a wrong word used here, because in car the vacant place is limited, so you cannot use a space term, you have to use room. It sounds very awkward, but this is correct. There is no room in my car. Next, irregular singulars and plurals. Generally we make a plural form of a noun using s or es with it, but sometimes it is not such a case. We cannot use s or es to make the plural of any noun, because these are some irregular nouns. The spellings might be changed. For example, datum. Data is a very common word, and most of people know that data might be singular, might be plural, who knows, but data is plural. So what is the singular form of data? This is data. We used to say agenda, so agenda is plural form of agenda. Focus, many people will say foci or foci, foci or foci, it does not matter, it is just a case of American British language. Next, radius, radii. As you can see, you will remove us and add I, you will remove and add a. Next, criterion is a singular word, criteria is plural. Phenomenon is singular, phenomena is plural. Analysis, the words which use is in the end is singular, also this, and whenever it uses es, this becomes plural. Next, in same cases, matrix, matrices, apex, apices, and mouse is very important. Mouse, what is the plural of mouse is mice, and what is the plural of louse is lice. Next, very important thing comes here. Sometimes when you see a word pens, you will say this word is plural. Whenever this word comes, apple, you will say simple, this is singular. But what if you cannot recognize by just s or es? For example, cattle, there is no s or es in such word, but this is plural one, because some nouns are always plural. There is no singular form of these words. The first one is cattle. Cattle are animals. Poultry, birds, especially hens, cocks, ducks. Next, gentry, VIPs from top societies. Alms, which we give to beggars, these are called alms. Next, vermin, these are insects, vermin, not vermins, vermin. Police, this is a point of interest. Police is a collective noun, but a collective noun might be a singular one or plural, but police is always plural. If the sentence is like that, the police has arrived, we are using has here, people will say yes, okay, no issue, but this is a wrong uses in communication. We have to use the police have. Again, surroundings, if you are saying surrounding, if you are saying surrounding without using an s, this will be a wrong usage of surrounding. You will have to add s to make it correct. So what is the word surroundings? Next, belongings, what we have is our belongings. Next, Caesars, not Caesar, Caesars, spectacles, binoculars, trousers, etc. These are the words which take plural verb. The cattle was following us, was, wrong verb, because this is plural, so the verb will be plural, use verb. Next, only the gentries, when the gentry word is itself a plural word, why we are using s or es here to make it plural? So this is a wrong use, you will have to use gentry. Next, the police we have discussed earlier. This Caesar is not sharp. What all are the mistakes we have done here? Caesar, there is no such word, you will have to say what? Caesars. And if you are saying Caesars, this will be are, and this is used for singular. The plural form of this is these. Now this is correct, right? Next. Next, some nouns remain same in singular and plural form. Do you remember? Your child said, I saw many sheep, and you say, okay, that's no issue, sheeps, fishes, whatever. But this is a wrong usage, because the singular and the plural form of sheep is sheep. And also in the same manner, deer, bear, fish, offspring. Offspring means children, basically from wilds or animals. Series is species, apparatus, innings. There is no such word like inning. If you are saying inning, the inning played by Virat, this is wrong usage, because you need to add as to make it correct. Innings can be singular as well as plural. If you are saying one inning, you have to say one innings, and also for two innings. Correct. Do you remember the word summon? Actually it is summons. What is the plural of summons? Summonses. But what is the plural of innings? Innings is singular as well as plural. Summons is singular. What is the plural of summons? Summons is summonses, and this is plural. Let us come upon the examples. Sheeps are economically useful. Sheeps. We are expressing the whole category of sheep, and there may be more than one sheep. So also for more than one sheep we have to use sheep, not sheeps. Next, two series of matches. What is the correct usage? Two series, not series. Next, I caught a fish near the pond. No error. Why so no error? Because we are using article A and we are using singular form of fish, and that is okay. No error in this sentence. Next, the inning played by Virat was fantastic. It should be innings, not inning. Correct? Next. Now, in parts of speech we have pronoun, a very important topic. Pronoun also is a very basic. We in our daily life we use he, she, it, itself, my, but we will have to use the correct word. Why we use pronoun when we have nouns? Pronoun is used to avoid the repetition of nouns. For example, you have seen a lot of children like saying writing essay on cow. Cow is a very good animal. Cow has 4 legs. Cow has 1 tail. Every time they say cow, 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 but you will have to use it, and it will be used for cow to avoid repetition. So first thing is, which is very important in this category, is personal pronoun. As we all know that we have 3 types of persons: first person, second person, and we have third person. In first person we have I and we. In the second person, what all are the words in second person? You. And in third person, he, she, it, and they, or the name of person. And do you know the singular and plural of these personal pronouns? I singular or plural? I is singular. What is the plural form of I? That will be we. The second person you itself is a singular word, also the plural of you is also you. And for he, she, it, the plural form is they. When I ask my students what is the plural form of it, they usually say its, the plural form of its, because they used to add only s or es to make it plural, everything plural, but this is wrong. What is the plural form of it is they. Now, let us come upon the three cases of personal pronoun, which is very important again. The subjective case will be used as a subject within a sentence, the objective case as an object within a sentence, and the possessive case when you have to show your position, you will have to use my, our, mine, etc. So, what is the subjective case of I? Itself I, objective case me, again possessive case my and mine. So, what is the difference between these two terms when you have to use our, when you have to use ours, your and yours? Let us take an example. This is your car. This is your car. The possessive form, your first possessive form is being used here. Next, if I take this term here and I say this car is your, so now this is incorrect. You will have to add s. So, this car is yours. When there is no object after the possessive form, you will have to use the second form of the possessive forms. Clear? Next, what is the objective case of he, him, possessive his? Only one possessive case for it, and that is its, and also for he, that is his. Now, the next, you all know the possessive cases of everything. For example, if I say about he, possessive case will be his. If I take the example of you, the possessive case will be your. If I talk about we, the possessive case will be ourselves, sorry, our. For we, it will be our. If I say everyone or everybody, everyone or everybody, here it is written, what is the possessive form you will have to use, whether it is his, one's, one or her? When everyone or everybody is used within a sentence, you will have to use his. So, this, the possessive case will be his for everyone, everybody, each, someone, somebody. But when one represents the whole category, one should do his duty. So, the possessive case of one is one's. As you can see here, say one's, not his. His is used for everyone, everybody, someone, somebody, each, every, and one, for one it is one's. When one expresses only one of my friends, here one is only one person. Here it is not one person, it is expressing the whole category of one. Here it is expressing only one person. So, one of my friends, he will be either he or she. So, when the gender is unknown, we always prefer masculine gender. So, one of my friends does his duty. Next, suppose we have more than one pronoun within a sentence, what will be the correct order of the personal pronouns? Let us see. I, you and she will attend the party. First person, second person, and then third person. But whenever the sentence is positive, we have to use 2, 3, 1, and whenever it is negative, we have to use 1, 2, 3 as written here, 1, 2, 3. So, I, you and she will attend the party. Is it a positive term, positive sentence, or negative? So, we are there is nothing wrong in this. So we should follow 2, 3, 1. 2 second person is you, again she is third person, and first person is this one I. So now the sentence is correct, 2, 3, 1. Now let us discuss about reflexive pronouns. What is reflection? What is the reflection of I? When I see myself in the mirror, I see myself. So my reflection is myself. And in your case, you. What is the reflection? Yourself. Or if you are plural more than one, the reflection will be yourselves. So these are the pronouns which uses self or self words in the end. We have a few concepts related to reflexive pronoun. Whenever you speak, try to speak in a good manner and without making any error. First one, this is a very basic mistake people used to do. Myself, whenever you introduce yourself, you say myself is John, whatever. So myself is John is a wrong usage. Why this is so? Because reflexive pronoun cannot be used as a subject or an object alone. So you will have to take the help of reflexive pronoun after the subject. You cannot take it as a subject alone. I am John, this is the correct usage. Although you can use reflexive pronoun after the subject. I myself complete my work, this is right. I am John, this is correct. But myself is John, this is incorrect. Next we have when subject talks about itself. If I talk about myself, I will use myself, not me. For example, I know me. Might be the person can say I know me, but this is wrong. When I am talking about myself, when the subject talks about itself, reflexive pronoun is used, myself. Here we have another example. We should help us in every situation. We is talking about itself. So what is the possessive? You don't have to use possessive form actually, or objective case. You will have to use reflexive pronoun. What is the reflexive pronoun of we? Ourselves. So we should help ourselves in every situation. We generally use these two terms either, neither, or you can say either, neither also, any or none. What is the basic difference? Whenever you select one thing from two, you have to use either, neither, and whenever you select one from more than two options, you will have to use any or none. First example is like none of his eyes are defected. Eyes are 1 or 2 or 3? Yes, 2. So whenever we have two options and we are picking up only one, we have to use neither. And because this is one, we cannot use are here, we have to use is. So neither of his eyes is defected. Next, neither of the 50 boys will be rewarded. So we are talking about 50 people and we are selecting one from 50, we have more than one option or two options. So we have to use none. None of the 50 boys will be rewarded. Next, what is the difference between each other and one another? These are reciprocal pronouns actually, but we are not discussing the types, we are just focusing on the things which are used frequently in our spoken language as well as in our examinations. Whenever we talk about two persons, mutual understanding or something else, we use each other, and whenever there are more than two persons, we use one another. For example, A good couple should always take care of one another. Couple, only two persons are there, mutual understanding. We are talking about these two only. So, what will be the correct answer? Each other, as you can see here, each other. Next, all the employees of the organization should help each other. All the employees. So, there must be more than two whenever we are talking about organization. So, there will be the correct usage will be one another, right. Next, now we talk about relative pronouns. What are relative pronouns? All the WH words, why, which, who, whom, whose, can be used in two ways. First, interrogative, and the second one is relative. Suppose a sentence we have, he is a person who is honest, and another we have, who are you. The same words we are using here, who, the same word who, but because this word is asking question, who are you, so this is interrogative pronoun, and this is because the work of this word here is to connect these two phrases. So, this is here relative pronoun. A relative pronoun always talks about its antecedent. In case of this sentence, he is a person who is honest, the antecedent of this who will be this person. So, who is honest? Person is honest. Again, let us take an example. It is one of my major problems which irritates me a lot. Can you tell us what is the error in this sentence, or this is error free? As you can see in the PPT, this is red colored. So, this is wrong. Why this is wrong? It is one of my major problems. If you think irritates, what irritates it or one, you are wrong. What irritates? Because this is a relative pronoun. Relative pronoun will be talking about its antecedent. Antecedent is the term which comes just before the relative pronoun. So, we are talking about here for problems, and problems is plural. So, we will have to remove s or es. You have to say irritate. It is one of my major problems which irritate me a lot. Next, very tricky. What is the difference between who and whom? You know, Americans do not know the use of who and whom, so that is why they always use who, but we, because we follow British, so we use these two terms, who and whom. So, you need to take care of these two words, how to use these words and what is the difference. Take an example, the person who you know is my friend. The person who you know is my friend. We have to check the numbers of subject used and the verbs. The person is a subject, and here verb is. The subject, the verb. Again, we have another subject, and the verb for this subject is no. So, the sentence is in balance. If we use another subject, we want a verb also. So, this will be whom, not who. Next, Jacob is the person who you know is my friend. Whom or who? Let us check. Jacob, subject, is verb for Jacob. Next, you is subject, the verb for you is know. Again, we have one verb, and that is. For this verb, we need a subject. and that will be given by who. So, here who is correct. So, the sentence must be in equilibrium. Next. Who shows the position? For example, I saw a man whose shirt is black. I saw a man whose shirt is black, correct? This is showing the position of man, but this whose word cannot be used for non-living things. For example, this is a holy river whose water is contaminated. Whose is representing here a river, and river is non-living. So, for non-living we have to use which, and which is either subject or object. So, to add the possessive form to this which, we will have to use of. So, what is the correct statement now? This is a holy river, water of which is contaminated. Next, we have, whenever you are using when or where as a relative adverb or pronoun, you will have to take care of its usage, because when represents time and where represents place. You will have to check the antecedent of the relative adverb, because these are relative adverbs. It was a platform when he found his lost parents. We are talking about time or place. So, platform is a place. For place we have to use where. So, when is wrong usage. It was a platform where he found his lost parents. Now, for today it is all done. We will meet in our next session. Thank you very much.